Hello, everyone. My name is Dr. Veronica Hardy, and welcome to Vision, Intention, Strategy, your social work mentor with the new Social Worker magazine. Now, today we're going to talk about something that many people are quite familiar with, and it's called negative self-talk. What led me to choose this topic for this video series? Basically, when I sit in the classroom with my students, we have so many great discussions, whether it's about content from the course textbook, activities they're engaging in, or even what they've learned new from their field placements. But at the same time, we often engage in discussions about what may be challenging us as social workers. And a topic that often comes up is that negative self-talk. Now, when we think of negative self-talk, it's those internal messages that tell us that we are inadequate, that we will not be able to fulfill the task at hand. And oftentimes those thoughts arise when a new situation or a new challenge comes up, such as facilitating a meeting, engaging with a new client, public speaking. So there are many reasons that negative self-talk may trickle into your thoughts. So today I want to talk about how to transition those negative self-talk messages into empowerment-based, action-oriented activities. Now, when we think about that word empowerment, it primarily means to take our skills and abilities and to put those into action. Now, you may ask, well, how do I transition my negative self-talk into empowerment-based talk? So today I'm going to give you 3 steps to be able to do that. And the first step is to observe what your negative self-talk messages are. What is the content of those messages? When do those messages arise? Now, examples of self-talk messages could be, I'm not good enough, or I'm gonna mess up during this public speaking event. Or if I facilitate the meeting, no one is going to listen to me. I just don't have enough experience. So those are examples of negative self-talk messages. And I always recommend having a notebook or something to record that information in. In other words, you are going to track those self-talk messages and enhance your awareness of what is existing, what is the content. Now, after you track those messages, the next step is to determine what the underlying influences of those messages are. In other words, what helps to sustain those messages? So let me give you an example. I have my notebook right here, and I'm going to give you an example of a self-talk message and then an underlying influence. So a self-talk message could be, I'm going to be terrible at speaking about this topic at this upcoming event. The underlying influence is, I have limited public speaking experience. I'm not going to be good at this. Or there could have been something that happened in your past that is influencing how you view your public speaking abilities now. For example, if you spoke publicly in the past and kind of forgot what you were going to say and felt like you were standing in a few seconds of awkwardness, that can affect how you will perceive your future speaking events and abilities. So those are examples of a self-talk statement and then an underlying factor that may be influencing that self-talk statement. So next, what can we do with that? We have this knowledge, we have written down our self-talk messages, we've observed and processed. What are some of the underlying influences? Where did this come from? When did I start feeling like this? Our next step is to transition this into action-oriented, empowerment-based talk. So let's take it from the top. The negative self-talk statement is, I'm not going to be able to speak well at this upcoming event about this particular topic. The underlying influence may be, I have limited public speaking experience. The last time I spoke, I felt awkward. I forgot what I was going to say. The purpose of empowerment-based talk is to build your skills. Negative self-talk creates self-doubt, feelings of inadequacy. So take some moments to think of what will build my confidence, what will build my skills in this particular area, so I can be empowered to engage in it. When you think of empowerment, it means taking your skills and your abilities and putting them into action. So here are a few examples. To strengthen my knowledge on this topic, I will access multiple resources, articles, videos, books about this particular topic, and take time to study and enhance my knowledge. You are taking action. You are enhancing your confidence by strengthening your knowledge. Here's another empowerment-based statement. I will take time to learn more about the audience. What is their knowledge level? What are their current roles? So as I develop this presentation, I will be able to speak to them. A third example is, if time allows, I will locate someone who can mentor me on this topic, someone who has vast experience, and ask them questions about what led them to be interested in this topic, or what even helps them to be calm when they are presenting. Gaining insight from a mentor can contribute to your enhanced confidence. Now, another empowerment-based talk statement could be, prior to the presentation, I will practice in front of my peers. This will enable me to learn areas for enhancement, or if I'm doing just fine and if I sound like I'm ready. Those are examples of how you can take negative self-talk statements and transition it into empowerment-based talk. I hope these tips have been helpful. Until next time, take care.